Paige. I'm the Manager of Communications, Branding, and Community Engagement for Ronald McDonald House Charities Hamilton. Main job is communications, so I'm in charge of marketing and branding within the house and to our community. So I deal with the website, social media, I make all of the marketing materials, so I do graphic design. I'm also in charge of special events, so we hold 3 signature events here throughout the year, a golf tournament, a gala, as well as a walkathon in June. And then I also deal with the McDonald's relationship with the house. So McDonald's donates about 20% of our operating budget to us per year. So I maintain the McDonald's relationship with them and dealing with their crew and educating them on stuff that's going on within the house and keeping them abreast of all of the information that they might need to know as donors. So Ronald McDonald House Charities Hamilton is one of 14 houses across Canada. We are a regional resource for families that have a sick child over at one of our local children's hospitals. So for us, that's McMaster Children's Hospital. Families can come in, check in, stay. We have a 40-bedroom house, as well as laundry services, gym. We take 7 cents on every dollar, so that's extremely low. So we're at an administrative cost of about 7%. All the other money that's raised, whether it be by individual donors, corporate donors, fundraising, special events, that money all goes directly back into the house. So, for example, we charge our families, not charge, but ask for a donation of $12 per night just for the entire family to stay here. It actually costs us $159 for the night. That includes laundry, meals, so breakfast and dinner, programming, and just access to the entire facility. We also provide free parking. So, for example, the park at McMaster Hospital normally costs about $120 for the week. We're completely free and about a 30-second walk over to the hospital. So families can come in, use the facility, sleep close to their child. We found that healing happens better when families are close to their children. So they've done a lot of studies on the fact that children heal better when their families are close. So we just provide that resource for families. A lot of people actually sleep in their cars. It's pretty overwhelming when you find out what people do when they don't know about us. So. The house actually opened in 1993. We opened as a 15-bedroom home. Back in 2008, we opened our family room over at McMaster Hospital, and then in 2012, we underwent a massive renovation to the house, and we expanded to 40 bedrooms, so from 15 bedrooms to 40 bedrooms. We have Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter. We're actually looking into starting a Pinterest page, but we're just trying to figure out how other houses have been leveraging what they do online, but mainly it's just for the 3 right now. Yeah, so we use each of our platforms a little bit different. For example, our Facebook has a huge following of previous families, so they really like to see things that are going on in the house, any donations made by any adorable kids in the neighborhoods and the communities. And we also talk about some of our events that go on in-house, just to make them feel like they're back here again. We also have a Welcome Home campaign that's running right now in conjunction with our winter direct mail. So our appeal letter went out the 3rd week of November. And now we have this hashtag Welcome Home where we're driving people to find out more about our families and what happens when they have to use the house. So a little known thing is that our catchment actually runs from Milton down to Fort Erie and everywhere in between, so Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph. So we're highlighting a family per week and talking about if we didn't exist, what kind of costs that they would be looking at. So not only driving distance, we have a family that's from Guelph this week. We're talking about how they'd be in the car for about 3 hours a day. So when you're focusing on a sick child, driving 3 hours a day isn't really a great idea. It costs them about $300 in gas. It would cost them X amount in hotel stays, so we're just driving that focus. At McDonald's gives us 20% of our operating budget, so that covers our admin. We actually have one of the lowest admin costs out of any charity. So we use Twitter a little bit differently as well. So we try to engage with some of our donors. So for instance, last year we actually were celebrating National Hot Dog Day and National Ice Cream Day. So we were tweeting out some of our donors like Maple Lodge Farms about the National Day, and one of the other houses caught wind of it and they were like, oh, can we come up for Ice Cream Day? So we mentioned WestJet, who is a huge supporter of the house, to see if they could fly everybody down for National Ice Cream Day. The answer was no, but we get a pretty funny conversation going with some of our donors, which is great for us. We're going on our social media. One of the main hurdles that we're constantly running into is that people really don't know what the house does or why we're here. So that's something that we're always trying to change and educate our community. I've had people tell me that they thought they'd come here and pick up coupons that would get them free McDonald's food. They really have no idea what we do. So educating the community is huge for us, and we're always making strides and making sure that people know what we're doing and reaching out to a broader audience.